I found my sister's diary at a thrift store 15 years after she ran away. Now I know why she never came back. I was donating my ex's clothes to Goodwill when I spotted her handwriting, my sister's unmistakable loopy letter staring back at me from a tattered journal wedged between romance novels and self-help books. Amber disappeared when I was 12 and she was 17. That was 15 years ago. My parents told everyone she'd run away with a boyfriend. I always knew they were lying. The diary cost $2.99. My hand shook so badly the cashier asked if I was okay. I sat in my car for an hour just holding it. The last page Amber ever wrote was dated the night before she vanished. Dad found the pregnancy test. He's taking me to fix the problem tomorrow morning. Mom just keeps crying. They said if I tell anyone, they'll make sure I never see Jake again. I am so scared. Dad with his elder position, Mom with her prayer groups and charity committees. The same parents who spent 15 years pretending their eldest daughter simply abandoned her family without a word. I drove straight to the police station, diary clutched against my chest like it might disappear if I loosened my grip. The detective listened patiently, but her expression said everything. Too much time had passed. Not enough evidence, statute of limitations on some things. I can't prove what happened, she explained gently, but I can help you try to find your sister. 3 months of DNA databases, social media searches, and private investigators led nowhere. Then last week my phone rang at 3 a.m. Is this Caroline Mitchell? A woman's voice asked. I think I might be your sister. Her name is Amber Williams now. She lives in Oregon, has 2 children, a teaching degree, and a husband who didn't know she had a family somewhere looking for her. After the abortion, they sent me to a religious rehabilitation center in Arizona, she told me over video chat, her voice steady despite the tears streaming down her face. It was basically a prison. I escaped after 6 months and hitchhicked to Portland, changed my name, worked 3 jobs, finished high school at night. I couldn't risk them finding me again. Why the diary at Goodwill? I asked. She wiped her eyes. When I finally felt safe enough to process everything, my therapist suggested writing it all down and then letting it go. I never imagined you'd find it. I never thought anyone was looking. Yesterday, I hugged my sister for the first time in 15 years. She smells like lavender and safety, just like I remembered. Her daughter Pernt, my niece Perta, has the same dimple I do when she smiles. After dinner, Amber handed me a small box. Inside was a faded photo of us as children, and a letter she'd written but never sent. The first line, Dear Caroline, not a day passes that I don't miss you. This morning I confronted my parents with the diary, that stormed out. Mom collapsed in tears, finally admitting everything. We were trying to protect our family's reputation, she whispered. You didn't have a family, I replied, deeming their contact information from my phone. You had an audience, and now you've lost both your daughters. Tonight, I am helping Amber pack for her flight home, her real home with her husband and children. She's invited me to visit next month. Some people say blood is thicker than water, but the truth is, some family bonds are made, not born, paired, forged in the spaces where others failed us. Sometimes the most unexpected reunion happens in the clearance section of a thrift store, between forgotten things waiting to be found again.